Hello, magicians, and welcome to the Upkeep for July 25th, 2022. It's all the magic news you need in 10 minutes or less. Megan is out this week, so today you've just got me at the helm, and I'm pushing this thing to warp 10, even if it does mean that I turn into a lizard person and mate with my captain. My Voyager fans, where you at? First up is big news about Dominaria United. We got our first look at the upcoming set last Thursday on Weekly MTG, and we learned a ton of stuff, so let's break it all down. Dominaria, of course, is the first plane ever visited in Magic, and features everything we love about high fantasy. Wizards says they thought it would be apropos to visit again to celebrate the game's 30th anniversary. Dominaria United releases September 9th, with pre-release events running September 2nd through the 8th. The first thing that drops will be the story, August 10th through the 18th, and begins with everyone's favorite sad robot, Karn, as he looks back on Dominaria's past to prepare for its future. Wizards says the story will unfold over the next 4 sets, which really seems to set the stage for something pretty epic. Quote, "The enemy is already on Dominaria, and it's only a matter of time before conflict breaks out." If I was Columbo, I wouldn't need to pop in and say, and one more thing, because I already know it's the Phyrexians. I'm just that good. Columbo, eat your heart out. Like I said, the story wraps up on the 18th, which marks another big event called Wizards Presents, which will preview everything coming up for the next year in both Magic and Dungeons & Dragons. That'll also be the first day for official preview cards for Dominaria United, so just make sure you're working from home that day, or whatever. A handful of cards have already been previewed, including a new, or rather returning Planeswalker, Jaya Fiery Negotiator. She's 2 red for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker. Her +1, create a 1/1 red monk creature token with prowess. -1, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them. You may play that card this turn. -2, choose target creature and opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, Jaya deals damage equal to the number of attacking creatures to that creature. And -8, her ultimate. You get an emblem with, quote, "Whenever you cast a red instant or sorcery spell, copy it twice. You may choose new targets for the copies." Fiery indeed. If you're excited to see Jaya in the new set again, you're in luck. Plenty of fan favorites from Dominaria are coming back this set in a few new ways. Just like Dominaria, every draft, set, and collector booster will feature a legendary card. There are more than 40 legendary creatures in this set featuring new and returning characters. If you buy a box, you'll also get a special legendary treat in the form of Legends Retold. These are box toppers. They'll come as one of 20 foils. It's 19 creatures and 1 Planeswalker, depicting new versions of cards originally found in the set Legends. My favorite one they've revealed so far is probably Jasmine Boreal of the 7, 1 green-white for a 2/4 human druid at rare. She says, tap, add green-white. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells with no abilities. Creatures you control with no abilities can't be blocked by creatures with abilities. It's just so funny. Play vanilla creatures, get rewarded. The new art is also absolutely stunning, and it's really cool to see this old card get an updated version. In addition to box toppers, you can find Legends Retold in collector boosters in both foil and foil etched treatments. You think I'm done with the returning Legend stuff? Wrong! I'm not. I'm super not. This next bit is probably the most exciting too, and Wizards is calling it Lost Legends. So apparently, Wizards of the Coast found a bunch of boxes of Legends booster packs printed back in 1994, just sitting lost inside a warehouse in the middle of nowhere in Washington State. Wizards said the warehouse was shutting down and needed to clear out any inventory they had, and that inventory turned out to be cases of Legends packs. So Wizards decided to open those packs and put cards from those packs inside Dominaria United collector boosters. Legends was the first set to ever have multicolored cards, and it brought some pretty spicy additions to Magic back when it was released in 1994. Keep in mind, 1994 was before the first ever Magic tournament, and even before equipment, so this was basically the Dark Ages, is what I'm saying. Wizards included cards cards of every rarity in these collector boosters, so you can open anything from a common to a mythic, but they'll be very hard to find. Only about 3% of collector boosters will contain a lost legend. They'll replace a common foil slot, so you could open anything from an active volcano to a tabernacle, which is like worth a few $1,000s new mint, but your chances are very, very, very slim. This is Willy Wonka golden ticket territory here. Don't spend all your money just to end up a German boy in a chocolate tube. That's what my grandma always used to say to me. I'm still not done with Dominaria news. Check out these new full art stained glass lands. I love these lands. I want to marry these lands. Which land is your favorite? My favorite is all of them. Still not done. Jumpstart boosters return with Dominaria United and will join draft, set, and collector boosters as a booster type for premier sets for the future. They're a really good way to introduce new players to Magic and contain 20 themed cards, including 2 foil basic lands and 2 rares. There are 10 themes, 2 for each of the 5 colors. The idea is to take 2 packs, shuffle them together, and battle with your friend. Still not done. Dominaria United Commander decks are on the way, with 2 new ready-to-play decks releasing alongside the main set on September 9th. We haven't seen the new commanders to go with the decks just yet, but we do know what the decks are. Legends Legacy is the first one, a red, white, black deck with a Hada. And probably my favorite name of all time, Painbow, which is a 5-color deck with Jared Carthalion. Complete deck lists will be revealed on August 19th. Now are you done with Dominaria United news? No, my sweet summer child. No, I am not. To celebrate Magic's 30th anniversary, 30 different promo cards will be available at pre-release events. Each card is a reprint, with some more rare than others, and some in different languages, like Findhorn Elves in German. Again, these cards will be available at your LGS for pre-release events. Here's a look at the schedule for everything Dominaria United. It's a lot. If you're listening to the podcast version of the show, a link to the image with all the key dates and details is in the show notes. One of those events on that list is Game Day. Game Day will take place at your LGS on September 17th, which has cool promo cards for the event: Touch the Spirit Realm, Workshop Warchief, and Shivan Devastator. Even cooler promo cards, if I may, are on offer for store championships coming up October 15th through the 22nd. Spell Pierce, Gilded Goose, and a new full art textless Omnath Locus of Creation. If you want, you can bring your own book of Omnath's rules text and your opponent can read it for a few minutes while you take your turn. Now I'm done. I'm finally done with Dominaria news. But there's other news. News that must be newsed. First up, we have some new information about this fall's upcoming unset Unfinity. Mark Rosewater revealed new details about the wacky set at Comic-Con this past weekend. Some new info is that stickers are going to be a key mechanic in the new set. Yes, you heard me correctly. Stickers. Each draft booster will come with a sticker card. Similar to Post-it notes, these stickers won't damage cards and can be easily peeled off. There are name stickers, art stickers, ability stickers, and power toughness stickers. Tickets will also be a mechanic, which makes sense since this set is themed around a space carnival. Tickets will somehow get you into attractions, cards which were previewed like Concession Stand and Drop Tower, but without any rules text just yet, so we're not sure how they work. Next up, changes to the languages Magic cards are printed in. Wizards says, quote, "As we continually evaluate our product lineup for Magic the Gathering, we have made the decision to focus our major releases in 8 core languages. As such, starting with Dominaria United, we will no longer publish tabletop Magic in Russian, Korean, or Chinese traditional. We will continue to fully support Wizards Play Network stores with WPN events and promos, though promos and other products will be in English. Additionally, Magic the Gathering Arena will continue to support Korean and Russian. The core languages for Magic moving forward will be English, Japanese, Chinese Simplified, French, Italian, German, Spanish, and Portuguese." Longtime Magic website channel Fireball is being purchased by TCG Player, uniting 2 of the biggest brands in the trading card game industry. Under the agreement, TCG Player will acquire CFB's content arm, its marketplace, and its CFB events operating segment. quote, by combining with TCG Player, Channel Fireball, and Binder POS will enhance our ability to serve the TCG community, joining a team with a shared vision, culture, and complementary strengths, said John Sasso, president of CFB Group. The deal is expected to close in the coming weeks. And finally, in an investor call on July 19th, Hasbro announced that Wizards generated $419 million of revenue in quarter two, resulting in more than $225 million in profit. Wizards tabletop revenue grew by 15%, led by Magic. Wizards CEO Chris Cox says Hasbro believes that Arena is the most important new user acquisition vehicle for Magic going forward, and that Arena is expected to be available soon on Steam and consoles, which is pretty huge news. Whew, that's all the Magic news you need this week. Megan will be back in the studio for a full-length podcast. Good Luck High Five is starting tomorrow, so be sure to check that out wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like this content, hey, we'd love for you to support it, and you can do that. It takes less than a minute. Patreon.com/GLHF Magic will help you support this show, that show, and all of the magical content we create. Thanks for listening, everybody.